Welcome back to our channel, dear friends and fellow seekers of truth. It is an honor and a joy to share this space with you once again, a space where we pause the noise of the world, take a breath, and turn inward to explore the teachings that illuminate our path. Whether you're here out of devotion, curiosity, or a longing for deeper meaning, you are exactly where you need to be. Today, we dive into the profound teachings surrounding one of the most beloved figures in all of Mahayana Buddhism, Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva of compassion. Specifically, we'll explore the 10 freedoms that Avalokiteshvara has attained and how understanding these can completely shift your perception of your own life, your practice, and your relationship with destiny. Let us begin by remembering who Avalokiteshvara is. Known in Sanskrit as Avalokiteshvara and in Chinese as Kuan Yin, this Bodhisattva represents the boundless compassion of all Buddhas, but compassion here is not mere sentiment. It is power, it is wisdom in action. It is the courage to walk into suffering and not turn away, and from this compassion arise the 10 freedoms, not supernatural powers in the conventional sense, but profound qualities of spiritual sovereignty, attained through eons of practice and the perfect fulfillment of vows. What are these 10 freedoms? They are the qualities that allow a being to transcend the limitations of ordinary existence, to live and act in a way that is no longer bound by ego, karma, or delusion. They are freedom over life and death, freedom over wealth, freedom over karma, freedom over rebirth, freedom over vows, freedom over the mind, freedom of will, freedom of dharma, freedom of realization, and the supreme freedom of wisdom. Let us begin with the first, freedom over life and death. Most of us live under the shadow of mortality. We fear aging, illness, death. We cling to life as if it is the only thing we own, and yet it is always slipping through our fingers. Avalokiteshvara has transcended this fear, not because of immortality, but because of realization. When you understand the nature of mind, when you see that life and death are merely waves on the ocean of awareness, then the fear dissolves. Life becomes an opportunity, and death becomes a return. You no longer live in panic, you live in peace. The second freedom is over wealth. In the world, wealth controls people, dictates choices, stirs greed, creates division. But Avalokiteshvara is free from such bonds. Why? Because true wealth is not possession. It is generosity. The Bodhisattva can manifest whatever is needed to help others: food, medicine, teachings, protection, not because of attachment, but because of pure intention. When we practice generosity without expectation, we too begin to taste this freedom. The third freedom is over karma. Most beings are pulled like puppets by their past actions. They react, they repeat, they relive. But Avalokiteshvara has purified all karma, not by avoiding life, but by embracing it with complete mindfulness and compassion. This freedom means the ability to respond, not react, to act with clarity, not compulsion. It is the essence of spiritual maturity. Fourth is the freedom over rebirth. This means the Bodhisattva is no longer tossed by the winds of samsara. Birth is chosen, not imposed. If Avalokiteshvara appears in the world, it is by vow, not by karma. This is the ultimate agency, the ability to choose one's existence for the sake of others. Imagine living with that sense of purpose, not being born into confusion, but into clarity, to serve. The fifth freedom is over vows. Avalokiteshvara has made vast, boundless vows to liberate all beings. And yet, never once does he waver. His vows are not burdens, they are wings. He does not feel restricted by his promises, he is empowered by them. This teaches us something critical. A vow made from the heart does not imprison, it liberates. The more you align with your deepest truth, the more energy you find to fulfill it. The sixth freedom is over the mind. This is perhaps the most relevant to us. Our minds are often scattered, reactive, clouded by emotion and thought. but Avalokiteshvara's mind is like a still lake, clear, calm, reflecting reality as it is. To have freedom over the mind is to no longer be a prisoner of thought. It is to observe thoughts without being consumed by them. Through meditation, mindfulness, and compassion, we train toward this freedom. The seventh freedom is that of will. In most people, the will is weak. We intend one thing but do another. We set goals, then sabotage them. Avalokiteshvara's will is unwavering, not rigid, but rooted in Dharma. It is the will to serve, to liberate, to love without condition. When we align our will with compassion, our actions gain strength, consistency, and meaning. The eighth freedom is over Dharma itself. This means Avalokiteshvara is not limited to any one teaching, method, or tradition. He can teach through silence, through presence, through a smile or a tear. The Dharma is not a fixed doctrine for him, it is a living expression of wisdom tailored to the needs of each being. This reminds us that real teaching is not in words, but in transmission. Not in forms, but in connection. The ninth freedom is realization. This is the fruit of lifetimes of practice. It is not just intellectual understanding, but the deep embodiment of truth. Avalokiteshvara has realized the nature of emptiness, the interdependence of all things, the illusion of self. This realization is the foundation for all the other freedoms. It is the light that illuminates every action. And finally, the 10th freedom is the supreme wisdom. This is the culmination of all the others. It is the ability to see reality as it is, without distortion. It is the eye that sees past appearance into essence. It is the heart that embraces all beings as one. It is the presence that heals not through doing, but through being. Now you might be wondering, what does this have to do with me? I'm not Avalokiteshvara. I'm just trying to manage my life, my emotions, my responsibilities. But here's the truth. These freedoms are not distant ideals. They are invitations. They are maps. They are seeds already within you. Every time you act with compassion instead of anger, you align with Avalokiteshvara. Every time you choose patience over reaction, clarity over confusion, giving over grasping, you touch these freedoms. They are not reserved for saints. They are potentials within all beings. They are what your life is leading you toward, moment by moment, choice by choice. And remember, Avalokiteshvara did not start as a perfected being. He began as a practitioner, just like you. He suffered, he struggled, he vowed, he failed, he tried again. What makes him extraordinary is not that he avoided suffering, but that he transformed it. Not that he was born perfect, but that he never gave up. So as you walk your path, don't be discouraged by how far you still have to go. Be inspired by how far you've already come. And know that every step taken with sincerity moves you closer to these freedoms, not as goals, but as natural expressions of your true nature. You are not separate from Avalokiteshvara. You are his echo, his reflection, his child, his continuation. Thank you for watching this video. If this teaching touched something deep within you, please subscribe, like, and share your thoughts in the comments. May we all walk this path together, not in isolation, but in unity, guided by compassion, held by wisdom, and inspired by the 10 freedoms that await within us all.